Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. And if you're watching on YouTube, hi all, and welcome to the video. Yes, we're live. Just finishing off the social mediaing. There we go. There's that bit. And there's the next bit. Fantastic. Okay. So, let's just make sure we're all clear. Yes, it's giveaway evening this evening. Giveaway reset, there we go. Reset the giveaway. Singapore, welcome to the stream. UngFreak, welcome on in. Good to see you. And giveaway is open. There we go. One entry total by UngFreak. And why not? Right, let's go. To the live screen. There we are. It's the usual affair. I'm at 1440p. Have we got transcoding? Yep, we got transcoding. Fantastic. Okay. Right, Newland. Let's get some buffs. Oh dear. Dead God. Oh, and the Arbiter is up as well. Awesome. Mickey B, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Let's go talk to the Arbiter. Congrats on 4K subs on... Is it? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I don't know, it's been like 3,990 something for a long time, so... It's ticked over now, has it? Awesome. I am pleased. Right. I'm not sure which week it is. The Arbiter. Freelancers Inc., please. There you go. Let's get out of the 3 daily bonus. Yeah, it's the Dio one. Dust it off, I think. Yep, dust it off. It is the Dio. Yeah, maybe get that done this week. Has it been Dio all week? Have I been missing it? This is the last day. Damn. Yeah, I've done a bit of starfielding and a lot of working, so I've not been doing much else really. I've kind of got done with Starfield, I suppose. You'd say there's not much more in the game for me to actually do, but at least I don't think so. I mean, maybe there is, but yeah. But Cyberpunk 2.0 came out, and oh my god, it runs brilliantly. Yes, it does. It looks amazeballs on this system, but you kind of, given how much I spent on it, you'd kind of hope so. Yeah, all the skill systems are completely different, and the combat system, and. So I've had a good sort of run around on an existing save, but that save doesn't make a lot of sense to me with all, like, I've got all the refunded perks and skills, but I don't really know what I'm doing with them. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think the best thing is start a brand new character, which I've done, and the plan is play it to death, so I'm a high enough level to play the DLC when it comes out. That's my cunning plan at the moment. It is looking good. Starfield's great. I've been enjoying it. A typical Bethesda game. Some interesting stuff in there. Haven't actually touched on the outpost sort of bit yet. You know, where you I've gone the wrong way. Where you build outposts, and I haven't done any of that. So I've got that to do. Like with the Fallout game, where we sort of first really got that introduced. I mean, I suppose there was some of it in Skyrim, but nowhere near to the same extent where you're building you know, compared to what you had in Fallout, where you could build huge settlements and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious to see how it all works, but I've not actually touched it yet. So it'll be interesting to see. Have you done anything to your stream? It's back to being slow chat sync to stream again. I don't know. Nothing since the last time. I've not changed any settings. Could just be the internet. I don't know. Try a refresh. Maybe. That might do it. I don't know. Well, did that fix it? Oh, well, there you go. What else do we want? RRFE. I'm glad it fixed it anyway. Right, it's cast. There's a pet. There we go. What did we get? 219. Yay. Is that the right one? 215, yeah, it is. Whoever made this buff bot is a saint. Yeah, I don't know who made it, but yeah, massive thank you to them. You know, made life like a bazillion times easier. Yeah, I did release a video, and it's literally, I'm not even joking, it's just me walking around with recording a very high bit rate, etc. Just walking to a Ripper dock to see what it looked like. And all the implants have changed, all the gun mods have changed. It's like, oh my god. There's so much that's different. Just don't know what to do with any of it at this point. There's 3 sets of bots. Yeah, there could even be more than that. There could be a few that we don't really know about. So what have we got? Salvage mission. Talk to one and say, okay. Right, let's go and do the alien mission first then. Yeah, with the 4080 and the i7, 13K. Or 13700K, but I don't know what I've got. Yeah, Cyberpunk is running really nicely. You think I actually played that game more than once on a 4-core, 8-thread, 10-year-old processor when it came out, and the 980 in potato mode. And it still was I found it still quite playable. It's kind of amazing, really. I really need to bother killing these. I guess I need the practice. Dragonhole, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm kind of torn. I kind of feel like doing a Starfield Let's Play and maybe a Cyberpunk Let's Play, but I don't know if I can commit the time to that anymore. That's the only thing. When I was doing those, I had quite a bit of spare time. Because I worked for myself, so I could make the time to do it pretty much whenever, and now I can't really. J. Alex gifted a tier 1 sub to Londis. Thank you very much for the gift sub, much appreciated. AO is 4. Okay. Can't say I disagree, but okay. Come on, where's this damn salvage? Got to be here somewhere. Aha! I think we found it. Alright, pick it up. Got it. Okay. Oh, we can't get back that way. Or can we go down the other way? I think we can. Yeah, there we go. AO is power. It is. It's still an awesome game. And Dragonol with the loot, please. Good luck. Yay. Right, we're gonna go to the next mission, I think. Excuse me. I hope I win something this year. Well, you probably will. I did all the bags of win. And I've done a grace every week this year. So, odds are, you keep entering, eventually, you know, got every chance to win. Let's talk to the warden first. Yeah, I was going to say if it causes like a massive chat sync delay, etc., streaming at 1440, then I'll probably just knock it on its head and put it back to what Twitch like you to do. But even though I hear like the big Twitch streamers saying, oh yeah, right, you know, we can only stream at 6K. Most of the bigger ones are all streaming at 8K, which is something I did. I was set to that. I certainly got the bandwidth at home. It's just whether the Twitch servers accept it from small, you know, tiny streamers, so... Yeah, I'm not sure how long I've played Starfield for now. Like about 100 hours maybe, and I've had a lot of fun with it. Done a lot of dumb stuff as well. But the new game plus mechanic, at first you think, oh wow, this is really cool. But then I think by the third or fourth time through, you're sort of like, oh, do I even want to bother with this side quest? You know. But make your own adventure side of things is really good. Like, I picked up some random little mission, and 4 hours later, I completed that mission, picked up a ton of other stuff, met a bunch of NPCs, found things, read loads of you know what I mean? So it didn't feel like you were on rails. It felt like things were just evolving as they were evolving, you know, so it has that really cool aspect to it. But the more times through that you do stuff, the more times, I guess, it starts to feel a bit familiar, you know. I think once the creation kit is released and modders can make much bigger mods and stuff like that, and add things to it, I think it'll be brilliant. I think it'll be an absolute modder's paradise. And you can kind of tell by how many mods came out in the first week of early release. I mean, God, we had DLSS 3 for free in the first week. In fact, twice. We had one guy, well, one guy wanted you to pay for it, and then someone else released it for free. And Bethesda have already said, yeah, we're sorry about that, we are going to add it. We know it's a politics thing they did with AMD, we all know that, but, you know, they aren't admitting it, but we know damn well they are. If a modder can add it DLSS in 2 hours after the early release, there's no way the dev team couldn't have put it in the game to begin with. Someone's actually come up with a version of it that is actually just there in the game's graphical settings menu. So it just looks like it's been added already, you know. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Sean Keep has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. Yeah, so if modders can do that much before the game is generally released, and then do a GUI mod, and then, you know, it's just kind of bonkers. You know, the creation kit, so the tool to actually create mods for it doesn't exist yet, and yet they're still able to do it. You know, perhaps not as well, but they're still able to do it. And there's so many mods already. Isn't there like a mod that modifies one of the companions to have a rounder backside or something? Oh, the interwebs. There we go. Is Londis in the chat, is he? Sort of. Didn't notice him. Lotnick's in the chat. I couldn't see Londis. I know people lurk, and that's cool. I don't mind that. You know, maybe at work or, you know, whatever. Yeah, some people started comparing the graphics between Starfield and Cyberpunk. Like, no. With Bethesda games, I base what I think of their graphics on their own games. I don't think you can compare the graphics to other games. I know people will do that, but you're dealing with some very different sort of parameters. And Cyberpunk is like astoundingly advanced in so many ways. You know, compared to many other games running on supposedly newer engines and stuff, they're running on their own red engine. It still looks like completely amazing though. Loot please, said Robert Drinks a Lot. I wish I could this evening, but nope, not until after I've picked up Mrs. Collis too, by which time I'll probably be too tired to have like a drink. All team members can loot these remains, yet none of them want to. Did anyone? I don't think anyone wants to check loot. There's a Medi-Blade on the diseased prisoner chat if anybody wants it. Right, okay. Sleep team. Right, okay. Let's go and check in with the warden again. I haven't heard any AO type news this week. I'm kind of a little bit out of the loop now, I suppose, but yeah. I don't know if there's been any updates on Test Live or if we should even, you know, expect any or what have you, so. Okay, we got it. So next we want Scooplet Outbreak. We'll get a fixer grid from Newland as well. Menu, agent, doctor, enforcer, fixer. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Can I get to the grid in time? Well, if you went the right way, you might. Can we get it? Yay! Here we go. It's Dav, isn't it? Yeah, Deep Artery Valley, right. There we go. So anyone that's recently joined and perhaps isn't aware, is a Grace giveaway this evening. So if you'd like a chance to win an in-game Grace, it's hashtag loot please. To collect your prize, you will need a paid account. Yes, and the patience to transfer the creds around. Yeah, you are going to have to do that. Unfortunately, the silly and artificial 4 billion cap on GMI is still in place. If I ran the game, here we go, there's another if I ran the game session, yeah, I'd remove that cap. It does nothing but just frustrate people. It does not change the economy in the slightest. It's just an annoyance and a big time sink. That's it. That's all it does. Doesn't affect inflation whatsoever. Never did. So just, it's useless, get rid of it. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Ooh, another soft thud coming from below. There's a lot of them here at the moment. They seem to be popping up really quickly. Not that I'm complaining in any way. Soft thud is coming from below again. Ooh, bit of lag there, perhaps. I will say, of all the Outbreak missions, like the first one you get, you're quite low level, like sub 20 even. Right out in the middle of Dixie, and it's a long way at low level. And the mobs are really sporadic on spawns and whatnot. It's quite annoying. Right, we spoke to the one, so let's go back to the mission building. Right, mission number 1. Mission complete. Goodbye. Mission number 2. Can I have my reward now? Lady Sky Cannon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Mission complete. Oh yeah, you want whatever that is. It moved! Barely, but it moved. Right, okay, so for freelancers, that puts us... complete 1 normal daily mission. Okay, don't mind if we do. Let's get rid of that now. And let's beacon. Go and get an Inferno Doja. Yeah, so my day on Saturday, if you don't know, starts at 6 AM, has done for a year, so Saturday streams are like, ugh, by the end. Oh, especially when we had, when we still had alien events and stuff, we'd be here till like 11, nearly midnight some nights. By which time I was like, I have to go now. You know, it's completely done in. See, I finish at 1 AM and then 2 hours later I take Mrs. Carlos 2 to work. Then I make something for dinner. And then it's kind of time to start the stream, you know. Can't but miss those times I do. I miss Ark. It's half the reason I left the Discord is Ark weren't able to moderate the Discord anymore, and it just went to complete crap. It really did. And I was on that Discord the day they opened it, you know, so I do miss it. I miss a lot of friends there, but, you know, also cannot be doing with the amount of arseholes that now just run amok on there. I don't care if they hear me saying I don't like their behaviour, because I don't like their behaviour. If they don't want to hear me saying that, then change the behaviour, because I'm not going to change my opinion of it. You know. Finished the Adorno Brain Quest on my Atrox NT. Nice. Atrox NT is awesome fun. Yeah, it's just a bunch of script kiddies arguing, you know, complete garbage. You know, they're just... And there's no moderation from Funcom themselves. They kind of pop in once a week to do any kind of moderation. Whereas at least when Ark had the ability to moderate there, they would. And they would just remove stuff as soon as it happened and, you know, kept the drama to a minimum. Now it's just constant back and forth about who's doing what, why they did it, I hate you, big nose, and it's just so infantile. And it's sort of like, I love kids, but I can only stand in a room full of screaming ones for so long before I just need to go. I've had enough. And that's the sort of where it's at, really. Did you not know you had a Atrox NT? Oh, Lady Skycan, that's one. Yeah, well, apparently so. No, now you know. Can't handle them if they're not mine. Yeah, I can, to a point. But yeah, there's definitely a cut-off point for me. I'm like, okay, we're done. Just gets exhausting dealing with them. That's what it is. It's just extremely childish behaviour. People that have no self-moderation, practically no self-respect, or, you know, they don't even seem to be self-conscious half the time. So, in the end, you know, I mean, Salvage was one of the first people I noticed had left, because obviously, you know, I've got a long history of being on, you know, really friendly terms with Salvage, and they're a great person and everything, so... I did notice they went around, and then someone said, oh, they've left the server. I was shocked, you know, 'cause this is Savage's map of Rubicar Savage, you know, what the hell? So I asked, and Savage said the same thing, you know, it just don't like what the server's become, and, you know, just time to move away from things that are toxic, you know, so... I hung around for about another month, maybe, and then one night I can't even remember what it was about. Someone was saying, oh, this is a server first, and I was like, nah, we did that before Shadowlands came out. Whatever the hell it was, but we definitely did. And they were like, oh, can you prove it? And I was like, well, I am the proof. You know, and a few other people said, he is the proof. And they were like, oh, well, if Leshy can produce an article. And I was like, oh, you know what? Savage was right. Just forget it. It was like it wasn't just that. That was like the straw on the camel's back. You know, you've heard that expression. You did not just disappear in that. Yes, you did, but it's okay. We still got to loot the ground. I mean, I don't suppose many other game forums are any better, but they're probably moderated somewhat. The last drop, yeah, it'll always be the last drop. Yeah, and I really miss the alien events and stuff, because, yeah, okay, XP and all that, but it was much more than that for me. It was bringing, like, the whole community together and having fun together and struggling together. You know, it was just, like, a whole lot more to it than that, for me, personally, anyway. And dying hundreds of times in interesting and unusual ways, and yeah, I've seen Sharp Tony's posted a couple of new videos as well now. Quite cool. I was getting kind of lonely there on YouTube. Oh my God, you know, I should make more content because no one else is, sort of thing. But now he's making some. It's like, oh, better. Still not got the true vision of what happens to events. Well, volunteers in companies became kind of illegal under modern corporate law. So Funcom's answer to everything is a sledgehammer, as you know. So they just simply went, right, okay, we're closing all volunteer programs. Literally that. And it wasn't just AO, it was like every game they make, they've had some form of volunteer program, like a semi-GM, sort of a role or whatever. And all of them, all shut down in one fell swoop with just an email and a post, and that's it. You know, no send-off, no thank you, no glory. Yeah, it's just pretty awful. It caused a massive blowback as well. It's as simple as that, yeah. Corporate law changed, said you can't have volunteers in a company, it's abusive. So in the interests of protecting people that can be vulnerable to some sort of abuse by corporations, they've hurt the consumers rather than the corporation and all the rest of it. So it's kind of crap. We know it's crap, it's not a good situation, but it is what it is. There's nothing malicious about it, you know, it's just... The way they handled it, though, was callous. I know I'm callous, but I mean actual callous with the U in it. Yeah? And they want to shut down the Funcom. No, they won't. They're a buoyant company, unfortunately. Well, you're not. It's international law, not EU law. I mean, they're based in the States, and America has to follow that as well. A lot of games did it. They replaced the people that did it, or they then gave them an actual wage, or they just scrapped it. Now, that's the three options you've got. Most companies just scrapped the volunteers. Some gave them jobs, and some replaced them with paid employees to do the same job. They couldn't stay where they were because they'd have been, been under a lot of financial duress. So it was kind of a bad situation all round, but you know. Well, yeah, but then. That would give a company rights to have slaves. Are you saying that's okay? You see, you can't, can you? You can't. Oh, it's my company. I do what I want to other human beings. No. Since the Second World War, we've had laws in place saying no, you can't do whatever you want to other human beings. So it never happens again, you know. A bit dramatic maybe, but that's the kind of gist of it. Yeah, most companies that have where things are consumer based and well, not consumer based, but they're corporate based, free markets and everything else. Those corporations come together and make sure that people are subjugated and live in indenture. So you spend your whole life just trying to pay for a house. Whereas 50 years ago, you could buy a house for about 5 years' wages for the same house. So what they've done is push the price of the house here and move wages that far. That's how you do it. And then you owe the money to the bank for the rest of your life, without ever owning the property itself. So they keep you poor. But that's how capitalism works. Give them free rein. Then the moral questions involved just become, it's about profit. The only moral obligation we've got is to our shareholders. Everyone else can get screwed. Well, that's the way they look at it. Kill this thing rather than ignore it, because it always gets in the damned way. If it drops one of the doohickeys, I'll try and remember to pick it up, because I'll probably do that quest eventually. Yeah, it's the same all over the world, wherever, you know, I mean, like, most countries are a corpocracy now. They're run by corporations. Every politician and lawmaker is bought and owned by them, and so they make sure that things go their way and in their favour, to their benefit. It's an ugly truth that you kind of gradually, you either become aware of early on or you gradually become aware of. As you get older, you see it more and more and you see things change and you just realise, yeah, it is that. I don't like it. But, you know, I am only one person. It's happened the world over. Property in you know, because you get, like, some people think I'm a boomer. No, I'm 20 years younger than that. They were, my parents were boomers, not me. But they were buying houses with like 3 years' wages. So a 10-year mortgage just meant, you know, doing without a few things for 10 years and you owned your own property, which had become more valuable over that time. Whereas now, if you try and get a mortgage in your 40s, they're like, well, we'll do this mortgage where you're only paying this much because you will never own the house. You won't live long enough to pay us off. So all you do is pay them interest. They buy the house, charge you the interest. So you rent, you enter into a deal where you're just renting the house from the bank. It's nuts. Then lots of people are slaves. Twitch is a... Oh. No, Twitch do get paid, mate. Twitch run ads on everyone's content, so Twitch get paid. It doesn't. It's not an analogy that holds water. Put it that way. That ship's gonna sink. Yeah, imagine. You know, I mean, take what you earn in a year, and let's say your house only cost 5 times 5 that. You buy it and get that mortgage paid off ASAP. You know. sometimes I hate being these levels where the grey trash stuff is fighting you and is of no use to you whatsoever, but you just got to deal with it. Be gone. The only thing I don't like about Inferno Doja is all the bloody ads that you can't be bothered with. Let's go elsewhere. We've done a whole run down. I'm going to zone and try another zone. $27 more years, yeah. If you go to a bank in your 50s wanting to buy a house, the only mortgage they'll give you is like an indemnity one. So basically you pay the interest on the mortgage, but you're never paying off the mortgage itself because you never will. You won't live long enough to do it. It's kind of crazy. So even though you technically own the house because you've bought it, it's in your name and you're responsible for it, the bank own it and they rent it to you. How screwed up is that? That's indenture. Legal indenture. That is truly screwed up. Come on, Doja. We need you. There's something else that's weird about playing a pet class. I would swear you get more ads when you're running around with pets. I think the pets snag more ads. Don't know if it's true. Just feels like that's the case. Always seems to be. Maybe because it's one point of, you know, where the whatever AI passes for AI or mobs in AO realizes you and two of your juicy friends have just run past. Like, you can sometimes get away with just running over a bridge in Elysium. Try doing it on a pet class, and it's guaranteed you're getting all the hecklers are coming. Aren't they like 50-50 ag death? I don't know. Well, you can trim some pets, so I'm not sure. Robotic pets can be trimmed to be whatever, but yeah, there's some other kind of thing to it. I don't know quite what it is, but you can kind of feel it, like an area of effect. You know when you're placing towers and you can see that circle and it's slightly off center, so as you turn it moves. It's not, you know, it's not moving evenly. It's kind of like the circle itself is almost rotating. You're off center in it. And I think that's the field of aggro as well within the game. So whereas you can kind of run past things and maybe get away with it, your pets won't. Or maybe they've got like a higher field of aggro. Or, you know, just some other weirdness. I'm going to go back in the garden and come out again. Big Meanie redeemed hydrate for 100. Thank you very much. Yeah, there is some invisible mechanic to it. Singapore, check posture. I'm sat upright. Leave me alone. Actually, I could probably do with making a fresh cup of tea, you know. Probably could. I am. You know what? I'm one of the few people I know my age who doesn't have back problems. Generally speaking, my posture is actually quite good. Generally. You know, I do slouch, but not very often. Usually when I do, I don't do it for a very long time. Like, you know. Zinzig, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Has not seen you for an age, sir. How the devil are you? How's life treating you? Are you okay? It's just not a day for Inferno Dojas, is it? I did see some other players running around earlier on when we started. It just looks like it's kind of busy. Someone has recently been here. My Witcher senses are telling me so. Well, that's the other thing. I can run Witcher 3 with ray tracing and all that malarkey now without any issue. Kind of feel like I might be due another playthrough of that game, you know. Did a whole let's play of it and all the DLC as well. Played the whole damn thing on Deathmarch, like the hardest difficulty. Spent a lot of time dying in the first few episodes till I started getting the combat and how it worked. Nope. Yeah, it's such a great story. You are on rails. It's not like a open world RPG, but I mean, you can do a lot of different stuff, but it is very much on rails. Real life is stealing all my time, working double hours, killing myself, been spending a lot of time with mini-me. Got 90% of the time now, so yeah, oh, that's cool. Yeah. Sometimes that's just how your life's going to be, you know? Come out of the rocks and face me. Oh wait, it's hiding in the rocks. I should have just given it, hello there. I finally got a few to enjoy my favourite streamer. I'm very kind of you to say so. Yeah, I've been at my current job for a full year now, I think. It's kind of weird. It does not feel like I've been doing the job for a year. It really, really doesn't. It feels like I've been doing the job a few months. And yeah, been there a while now. Kind of crazy. The MP is almost all grown up. Well, I only play him while I'm streaming so that there's no sudden jump in progress or something, you know. From stream to stream, episode to episode, if you like. Now, there are some Somphos up on the higher plane up here. We've been having no luck down there. Yeah, the last couple of weeks I've only been able to stream once a week. So... Christmas ain't that far away. and overtime came up, so, you know. With the dark, calls come. They do. A lot of them. It's funny, but yeah, more stuff happens during the night, during the evenings than it does during the day. Or it seems that way. Probably not, but, you know. And I'm waiting for this guy to react. Oh, there you go. He's finally decided to join in. Yeah, it does seem to be that way. I think as well, I think there's more people on during the day, so maybe the calls are just the same, but it seems quieter because there's more people to handle the calls. Because you got the main office plus us, you know, so. But then Saturday, which is the day hours that I work, it's only a skeleton crew. Most of the calls I had today were all what we call maintenance line, which is, you know, like a tower block company that own it, and there's a leak and it's running down the hallways and stuff. It's not the responsibility of any single resident, but it'll be a single or multiple residents phoning up about it. Hey, Doja! Wanting something done, and then we're running around chasing up the contractors they've got on file, seeing if we can get one of them to come out and attend the issue, and da-da-da-da-da. It's, you know, and you phone the first one and they're not answering their phone because it's 8 a.m, and then you phone in the next one and they're on answer only, and then you're waiting for a call back, and then, oh my god, yeah, it just never ever ends. Fun. It's good when you get it nailed and they go fix it, but yeah. Right, I am gonna go and make another drink as I threatened before. You guys want the intermission screen? You can have the intermission screen, there we go. I've got to get a haircut soon. It's getting just a mess at the minute. But there you go. Right, I shall be back about 4 minutes to make a cuppa. Right, let's get this Doja handed in. Back to the live screen. Angel outside with a loot, please. Good luck. Do you drink milk with tea? No. Do I drink it plain? God, no. Tea without milk is disgusting. No, I have it with milk. Kaz, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, tea without milk is just... No, it's just wrong. And taking a hot drink and cooling it down? Why? Something you need to boil in order to make, and then serve cold? It's like, okay. But no, tea, English breakfast blend with a bit of milk is a proper cup of tea. It's refreshing as hell. Not overly caffeinated, none of the bad side effects like you get with coffee. It's great. And I just plain and simple really like tea. You know, it's just that simple. Coffee, never been a thing for me. Never liked the smell of it, never liked the taste of it. So, never really drank it. You know, I've had like maybe 5 cups in my whole life. The taste isn't going to suddenly change. People, oh, you should get buy a really expensively well-made cup. Well, yeah, but that's not how most people drink it, is it? Most people just buy instant and drink a lot of it to stay awake. You know, it's like, I just don't want to play that. Yeah, no, dehydration, yeah. What tea does, though, to your system is it actually removes the caffeine it gives you along with a lot of other toxins. Because of the flavonoids in it that coffee does not have, which is why you can have a cup of tea in the morning to help you wake up. But you can also have a cup of tea and go to bed with no weirdness, you know, around it at all. It sounds counterintuitive, but that is literally how it works. Just have a look at our stats for a minute, because I haven't for a while. Yeah, not bad. Sense is still quite low, though. I was just thinking of, you know, being in a position where I could hot swap the alien armor for XP armor on occasion, but yeah, not yet. Right, we'll get a Inferno mission. Or try to. Your W and your D aren't working on your keyboard. Oh my god. I would not be able to cope with that. I'd have to replace the keyboard. I 100% couldn't do it for work, I know that. Not a chance. And then for gaming, no, I use WASD. I find it perfectly comfortable, you know. And then again, I have got quite big hands. And also, your left hand is mostly using the keyboard, and being a guitar player, what your fingers have to do to use a keyboard versus what your fingers do when you're playing a guitar is negligible, you know. So I've never had cramp or anything from gaming or whatever. I have G keys that I have redirected. Yeah, I've got G keys on this. This is the old 710 Logitech with cherry brown keys in it. Wonderful thing to use. In fact, once you've used a real mechanical keyboard, it is very weird typing on one that isn't. So any kind of membrane type keyboard just feels really vague and mushy and like the keys are broken in some way. It's hard to explain, but until you've used one, you know, you use a mechanical for a couple of hours, you will hate anything else really quickly. I have a 910, I don't want to trash it. No, I know. Can't you get replacement keys? Like the actual mechanism, if that's what's gone. I heard you could replace them quite easily. I don't know if that's true, but maybe you can. You certainly can't with a membrane keyboard. Once a key, you know, once it's electronically gone, it's gone. You've got to be next level electronics repair to have even a hope in hell of fixing that. But one with separate key units. What's it you've got? A G910. Replacement key. Oh, you can buy the whole thing. Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't buy them off AliExpress. But yeah, you can buy them. Keycaps are like, if you've got any kind of grip, they just come off. No, don't need a special tool for it, but you can buy one if you need it. In the UK, if you want to open like most jars and milk cartons and stuff like that, you can manage these keys, trust me. Yeah, it looks like you can get them, but I 100% would not buy them from AliExpress. Not even eBay, I would probably try and find them somewhere else. All AliExpress, really? Full set. They're only the caps though. Can you do shopping and just like remove crap like AliExpress? Okay, let's just go. That one. Logitech them. Do Logitech sell them? Probably. Yeah, so you can replace the whole key if you've got a bit of technical know-how, etc. So it's not lost. No way you can do that on a membrane keyboard by virtue of how they work. Is that stream a little bit on the dark side? Okay. Let's have a look. Light. Rubicar light did nothing. We'll go with a bit more gamma. There we go. Oh, an explosion straight away. Okay. They're not even compatible. I have a Scandinavian. Yeah, but that won't change the mechanics of the key underneath. Whatever the cap is and whatever its function is, the mechanical switch, which is what it is going to be the same. Surely. A switch is a switch on the same device, wherever it's set up to work. You know, whatever's printed on the keys is irrelevant, you know. Oh god, we got TIGs in this mission. I hate TIGs in missions. I mean, it might be different trying to get a supplier, but yeah. Pearlison, welcome to the stream. With a loot, please, as well. Good luck. We found one. We were in Asda, which is like a Best Buy kind of a place. I think Best Buy owned them at one point, or Walmart owned them at one point. But you know, it's been like a UK supermarket for years, and they had about 2 years ago, maybe. We spotted on the shelf like their own brand kind of version of a Logitech keyboard, but it said Cherry MX Blue keys, and I was like, wait, what? And I lifted lifted the keycap off it. It's like, yeah, it is. That's identical to the Browns, but it's blue and it's a bit more springy and it's definitely a lot louder. So I got that for Mrs. Collis too. She's never looked back. And she absolutely loves it. I mean, even with the Browns, you can't hear them on my mic most of the time. But that's because I've got a noise gate on my mic pre. So if it's below a certain level, the signal doesn't go through. So. Oh, big room. It has the big room. Whom is in the big room? What perks are we using now? Completed nano combat. One off on completing light infantry. I've got one there I could remove. Yeah, ancient knowledge. We'll remove that. We'll put that in light infantry and then we'll get the extra attack. Which I'm going to put there. Oh, I think I need to switch that one with that one. Yeah, you do. Okay, that worked. I can still do the GTI. I think the ambient occlusion's a little high. Oh, there maybe? Just makes everything look a little more solid and planted in the game space. Mikey B with another loot, please. Good luck. Sorox with a loot, please. Good luck. I was about to say there's not many people entering for a free grace, but suddenly there are. Isn't that the first room? It is. Yes, hello! Welcome to the stream, good to see you. Goodbye, my account is frozen. Oh no. Doesn't matter how many times I tell that pet, you will be on follow, it suddenly isn't. And you're like, but I never zoned anywhere. It still seems to manually reset. And you pull something with the taunter and it's like, nope. Oh, aggression enhancer rather, and it's running off. Upped our one-hand blunt damage. Maybe I should be using for this. Could just put on 2 hammers, really. I think it would be better. Because these mobs aren't difficult, to be fair. One hand blunt, not that much really. Yeah, 1200, but I've got very little perked into it. So I've got Champion of Light Infantry, but I don't have Blunt Mastery because I've been putting all the perks into like Channel Rage up to there, but I'm going to level off, and then Soothing Spirits, make the heal pet more effective, that kind of thing. Isn't it soon time for Abandon? Oh, Beast Weapon, maybe. More like 215 on this character. Could maybe get it on though. But I like being able to swap out one of the shields. And the whole reason I went one-hand blunt was so I could use the defensive shields. 1800 one-hand blunt, yeah. I'd have to re-perk and put on different armor, but yeah, I could get one on. Have to swap out some implants as well, I think. Yeah, put some like 300s in or something. We'd get there. That full set of AI armor, because I could get into much higher. Like I could wear mercenary armor because it's stamina and strength, and that'd be quite easy to get that high enough to get that on. The setup is so OP. Well, I like the shields, like the DB quest shields are nuts. Or is it an alien box? It's one of the two, but you need a nano deck to cast it. But it gives you like 800 AD def each side, and you can wear 2 of them, so you're running around with 1600 AD all def on top. It's pretty awesome. Obviously, you're doing nearly no damage. Your pet is, but you're not. But you're really hard to hit with that. The pet definitely still hits harder than I do, though. Speaking of, renew one of his perks. Yep. Yeah, so I'm a bit torn. I'm a bit torn on what to do, you know, kind of next, really. just keep leveling, I think, is the general idea. But yeah, apart from that. When are we rolling that Nanomage Enforcer? Oh god, no. I dislike Nanomage as a breed quite intensely, so I'm not sure it's a good idea. Some people like it, and that's fine. I just really don't like Nanomage. And I don't want to be forcing myself to play a character that I really don't want to play. It doesn't end well. I just get fed up at them and dislike them, and it's not a good time for anyone, especially me. Because there's like a certain amount of suffering on my part that's entertaining, but then it gets to a point where I'm like, oh, I just don't want to do anything, you know. And then it ceases to be entertaining. You're watching someone genuinely cheesed off. It's not as entertaining as someone who's mildly annoyed by circumstance, you know. I mean, if I'd had the choice, rather than, you know, chat decides, this would have been a Solitus build. Or Op Effects, one of the two. Because they are my two favourites. I like Atrox for a lot of things, but... Like, if he was Solitus, I could have been hot swapping the alien armour with XP armour and level faster. Yeah, there's quite a... I mean, it's not that... It's also, like, their defences are much weaker, and... You know, I just find them very hard to play. Like, for the sake of some extra intelligence that just doesn't seem worth it in the end. I don't know, I think maybe it stems back to my very first character being Nanomage, because I was talking with a friend, you know, back in 2001. I was saying, this adventurer sounds cool, turning into different animals. He said, oh yeah, they're really good, you know. So it's like, oh, I'm going to try Advi, you know, on the live server then. And he said, oh yeah, you want to go Nanomage though, because they get their nano skills higher, quicker. So you'll be able to do those, cast those morphs at an earlier level. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a good plan. And that's what I did. And then by level 40 odd, it was like nearly level 60. Back when that was actually difficult to do. More than one grey and he'd die. He was just so messed up. You know, mainly down to me having no idea what I was doing, but then again, pretty much neither did anybody else. So, yeah. And then I re-rolled as a Solitus, and waiting that extra one, maybe 2 levels to cast something really didn't matter compared to the utility I suddenly had. Like, armor was easier, not dying was easier, damage was better, etc, etc. It just made such a big difference. I went, oh, this is what I should have done originally, you know? Was that time? What? Oh, Jim Hippo. Follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, Nanomage have got quite an interesting look, especially, you know, out of all the heads, etc. They look the most kind of like, ooh, you know, what's wrong with you kind of thing, but Unfortunately, I just don't like the way they play. I mean, the other MP was a nanomage MP, and he got all the way to having the top pet. I still didn't like him. I prefer this one, you know, by like a country mile even. You know? I wish this had been the character I'd made when I made that for the Let's Build a Toon Series 8 or whatever it was. Something I will say that's a bit odd about the New Game Plus in the Starfield game is, you know, when you go out and do the same missions again at the very beginning, all the mobs are the same level. As the, you know, so the first few places you visit on the main quest, the mobs are still the same level they were the first time you went. So instead of fighting like at this point, I think my character's like level 57 or something. So instead of the mobs being that level, they're all like level 9 and 10 or 6 or something, and you're just one-shotting all of them. They just, you know, it's like, well, is there no scaling? Or, you know, what's going on here? It's weird. I would have, you know, because if you go into somewhere like Fallout 4, the first few mobs you meet, like a Sanctuary, are all like really low level, not much higher level than they are in the vault when you very first start the game. And it's not until you've wandered quite a bit further away from there that they start getting higher and higher level. And it does a similar thing with Starfield, in the more remote the planets are in orbit around, the higher level the NPCs are around it. But the highest I've seen so far is like level 70, and I'm nearly level 60, so they don't feel like a massive challenge at the moment. It's kind of a weird way for them to actually do it, but yeah. Open all the chests that we can. I get random NPCs coming out. Or not. It's kind of what I did with my Atrox NT. I built him, you know, like a real glass cannon. But because he's Atrox, he's okay. You know, it's weird. I'm pretty sure if he was Nanomage, he'd just die a lot. It just would. Oh, excuse me. You've got so many items now that help with nano skills that you don't feel that you're that far behind even a nanomage NT. Which shouldn't be the case, but it does feel like that. Power creep, I guess. There's more. I mean, the differences breeds make to what they originally, you know, the differences they originally made are quite different now. Okay, I can see the first blue dot. Please don't be more death. Is it going to be more death? It is more death. Okay, we ain't going down here. It's going to be hard to get him last, actually, where he's placed. Yeah, I really enjoyed mine. Even like the Atrox Shade, even though it did make symbionts a pain, spirits quite a pain in the backside. I mean, this guy could do with quite a few upgrades at this point as well, but not happening anytime soon. And some of these other skills are getting there on comp lit. Treatment's not too shabby. Nano skills, da. Mathematica, good night, Mathematica. Sleep well. How are we going to do this without pulling the main boss? Okay. Do not want the main boss yet. I think we're only about 80% as well. So I don't want to miss out on the mission reward. The helmet I'm wearing, yeah. That is, it's in social, but yeah, it's preserved colonist helmet. It was one of the daily reward logins. Not so long back. To get in the room just beyond the boss here. 96%. We're getting there. %, says the system message. Nearly at the end. We'll do the giveaway roll after this, because I'm getting sleepy. I'm not saying Inferno missions are boring, but I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy because I've been up for so long, I think. Are we on 13? Yeah, 15 hours been up, so. I think getting a couple of hours kip and then going and picking up Mrs. Carlos too might be a good plan. Because I've got to make her dinner when she gets in, so I'm going to be going to bed about like gone midnight. Like 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Oh, I've done a research. Apotheosis 1 is complete, finally. Felt like that took longer than it needed to. All that work. But now we've got 50 more complete. Yay. Yeah, that's a big jump. Okay, so we're going back to Rubicar, and then we're going to roll the Grace proper. Turn the gamma back. There we go. ASCII. Is that ASCII that used to be in Storm ASCII? Or a different ASCII? Anyway, loot please, good luck. Manaku, with the loot please, good luck. Well, I think about it, let's turn off the ray tracing shader. It kind of goes a bit overpowered occasionally on the old ambient occlusion. Right, I'll relog to the tune that can supply the grace. And if you feel a bit lonely in chat, there is global chat now. It's been run by Playboy Fixer. He's very Austin Powers in his humour. If you've ever seen the Austin Powers movies, oh yeah, baby, he's very like that. It's funny. It's harmless. Doesn't mean anything by it. It's just, you know, quite camp fun, really. Although some people kind of take him seriously, and it's like, no, have you not seen Austin? Never mind. Right, okay, so we're getting ready to do the giveaway. Last call, everyone. So, last chance to get your entry in. If you enter after the draw, then I'm afraid not. Is that everybody that wants to enter? Have you entered? I'm going to take that as everybody that's going to enter has entered, so here we go with the Grace giveaway draw. Good luck, everybody. There we go. UngFreak was drawn from the giveaway. Congratulations. You has won a Grace, UngFreak. Get your buy order on GMI for 1 credit now, and I will sell you a Grace for just 1 credit. Give me a sec to log a tune. You know where to go to do the creds, don't you? Where you've got to pull them all out and put them all back in again as a buy order and all that. Or you're just going to pull them out one at a time and give them to other characters. But if you want to get that value under the 4 billion, then head into the grid, head to the Unicorn Defense Hub, and then take the door immediately to the south, and then follow this little line till you're about there. Might have to sidestep once. Open GMI. Sidestep back. Open the mail, and there you go. So when you like that, there's no running back and forth to the mail terminal in GMI. You can just do it like that. You might have to do a few side steps to keep them both open. But yeah, you can do it there. If you've got the portable terminal, obviously you can just put it down right next to a mail terminal and do it that way. Or if you've got the Sunrise apartment, you can do it that way. It means if you clan anyway, you're not going withdraw 999 900 mail terminal, deposit in by order, you know, so cuts all that out. Right, one grace. You click on sell, it comes up 110 billion. You go to order details. Right, name of the character, UngFreak. Is this you? Just confirm it's you in the Twitch chat. Easy and yes, right. There you go. One grace for one credit. Another one given away. Which means we've now got 18 remaining. Started the year with 52. We've given one away every week. There you go. Obviously you can use the grace for game time as well, should you choose. Well, I think most people would use it for the creds. Right, is anyone else streaming Anarchy online at the moment? Let's have a look. There is me and there is Rubicar live feed, and that seems to be it. Who else is streaming at the moment? Successfully lost. Yeah, let's go and raid them. She's nice.
Realms of Arcania. Hey, Clinker, how many times did you play Realms of Arcania?
She's a nice lady. She's got a thing over her face, but she is a nice lady. Alright, we're going to go raid Successfully Lost. Go say hi. She's playing the original Thief Gold. I think so, yeah. She plays a lot of retro games. It's really nice. I think she's a museum curator in real life. So, yeah, I like her. I think she's fun. Right, so all aboard to go say hi to Successfully Lost and give them some love. And I will endeavour to be on Wednesday and Friday and Saturday this next week. We shall have to see. It depends how things go, because obviously any overtime that comes up, I am grabbing it, because Christmas ain't that far away, folks. Just saying. Also, I need some new tyres, and I spent a lot of money this year, like, on the computer, so kind of need to get it done. Right. Okay. Thank you all. Love you all. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for taking part tonight, and I will see you all very, very soon. Okay, folks. Bye for now.